chaos on the throbbing heart. It would be the fool and your yes. Now, there you will land bow, devour. I will in the name. Warrior true. In a time of far becoming a sin's land back seek seal.
Long shot. Bill's next. turkeys fight each other for a bit. Those buddy movies. Oh. Crazy. Every time I jump in and start playing with both these guys, they just both turn on me. So weird. Yeah, I've done some sort of shooting and stuff during the fight. I'm probably at a point now where I can jump in. Ow! Let me jump in for some help. Holy cow. There we go. Oh, that was a risky shot. How about you roll away? Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. No. Oh, really? That should have been protective. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Oh no! So, Terra Magica is a give or take thing, right? I agree. Terra Magica would increase the damage output, no question. There's a catch, though. If because you cast Terra Magica, you can only get 4 casts of a spell instead of 5, 4 instead of 5, will you end up doing less damage, even though each hit was for more. Yep, it's a complicated. Yeah, I don't want this guy anyway. Who do I want? Go with her. See what she does. Yeah, I landed Moon on it a few times. Actually, a bunch. In fact, Moon has a double, right? The Moon itself does it, but also the Frost effect, if you can get Frost to land on it. No question. Rats. Be nice if she jumped in. Yeah, see, so that's the Moon effect on it, but I don't see Frost yet. Trying to get Frost to land. Crap. Alright, that was lame. I did a Vike build before. Well, alright, that's not entirely true. What I did was a Frenzied Flame build, and I used Vike Spear. That was probably playthrough 3, I think. This is, so just to be clear, I am, so Vike's Spear is not actually, the weapon is not actually a, what am I trying to say? Is not, is a somber weapon, right? So you can't use Vike's Lightning to increase that, weapon. That's the irony. So the melee part of this build is built around this being, sadly, this is not so great against, that's the real ones over there. This one is not so great at the feet of a dragon, except Bale, because he's so big. But the spear, when I use this, it ends up... Oh, really? Lame. Alright, that I didn't expect. Okay. Now I feel like I need to actually focus. Alright, where have I got my stuff going on here? Well, White Spear has its own ability. God bless. No. Sacred Relic is a weird weapon. It's really good. Its skill is really good, but as an actual greatsword, it's not very good. I would use Sacred Relic sword as part of the farming part of a build, and then I'd have a second weapon for actually doing anything that's boss-like. But again, it depends. The problem is that it's really slow. Right? If you use... I should have the stats for it. I'm sure this is going to push me into heavy, which is fine. So, Sacred Relic, right? It's not that great a melee weapon. And this is just a generally pretty slow tactic. This is a faster attack set, if you notice, right? I don't know, it's subtle, but heavy attack versus heavy attack, and the heavy attack's really slow, but obviously it's this, right, which everyone knows once you get it, and whatever weapon, whatever Ash of War that you put on Greatsword. I'm not a fan. You know, I use it, but I use it specifically for let's make a shift here. Gut Sword? Oh, actually, let's not make a shift here. Let's just play smarter. What's Gut Sword? Not sure what that means, honestly. Black Knife's good. they're gonna have to be more specific than that. Big sword that you go bonk finding Caleb, like the colossal sword. Ah, okay. These guys take too long to find it out. Who do I want? Of course. Jeez, come on. What is still hiding? Ooh. Yeah, Lion's Claw is always a good one. Blood Affinity, it's, is a good choice, but Bleed, because Bleed is a per hit buildup, I prefer using, for standard melee, I mean, unless your build automatically gives you the best stats for it. I guess it depends on what stats, because I usually think of weapons like that to most of your damage is going to come from actual melee. Yeah, fair enough. Especially if you're like straight up strength build. What the hell is Dunny you're doing? Down. Come on, Dunny. Oh, I thought I got far enough. More like it.
What a sight. A warrior true, if ever one there was. A fellow Drake warrior. Egon. Piteous Egon. Do you not remember? Conjure your past, how once you were, when fear was yet foreign to you. Grant me to take this for skate.
I will absolutely summon you
my
for Bale.
Proud skate, summon me. Proskay, summon me.
Right. I have so much of this stuff now. It's funny. I always pick that up. Man. No, I'm not going to start this fight this way. For better or for worse. All right, so I'm going to come. Yeah, I'm going to come back here in a moment. First things first. Oh yeah, yeah. 340,000. Speaking of. Yeah, I'll be back for melee in a moment. Okay, 194, I think. Is that what I said I need? I've lost probably 4 million runes in the past 2 or 3 days. I just don't want to lose that again. So that's why I'm doing this. So I have what? I had 1.6 million runes, and I just did not want to lose another pile of runes. I lost 2 million runes yesterday because I hadn't leveled, and then just unfortunate. Looks like still torquing up. No, dex for casting speed. Oh, hold on, before I forget. You should be that, and you should be that, and you should be that. All right, back here. Defeats the purpose of the game because all you're doing is exploring and farming. Alright, let me take a different tack on that question, Jackson. What do you think the purpose of the game is? I don't only farm, to be clear. I have not walked to the ledge or anywhere else and started at a level and finished more than a partial level higher. I've only done it. The point of the game is to learn movement sets of bosses? I don't think so. I wouldn't agree with that. I think that's a very personal decision. The appeal for me is actually exploring all the different things to see in the game. 95% of the game is not bosses. 95% of the game is the whole world. Could very easily just go. I mean, they could have created a game that just had a linear set of rooms. You just walk into the next room, beat the next boss. That wouldn't be very fun. Most of the world is not blank. Yeah, no, I disagree. If all you ever do is run past everything, then the whole world may as well be blank. I've seen lots of people that's all they do. They just run past everything in the game. Why have dungeons? Let's see. I want to give her a chance. That may have been a mistake. Find out in a moment. Is it frosty? Can't tell. game you beat. The maps, the dungeons, the playthroughs, the strategies. It feels like you've kind of grossly oversimplified stuff. Uh-oh. Out. Oh, you bastard. He's gonna hurt. Oh, that didn't do much. Ouch. Boy, she is not holding up very well to this guy. Oh. So why play the game? I mean, I disagree. I think that's the whole point. I think it's interesting. I think if you view the game as nothing but a mechanical set of motions, then none of the graphics, none of the sound, none of it means anything. There's no point. But I disagree. I actually think some of the bosses are the worst parts of the game. Radon fight's not hard because it's clever, it's hard because it's punishing. It's not... Memorizing a moveset just means, you know, you may as well be playing Super Mario Brothers. The old video games like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man and all that, they all had built into them aspects of the game that were memorizable. And the people that were best at those games literally memorized the moveset in the game. There's nothing... It doesn't mean they're good at the game. They just memorized a pattern. Again, I disagree. I'm not doing it immediately, although this is about the closest thing to a dungeon as you can imagine. Keep in mind that, I mean, this is, you know, 10th playthrough, give or take. So there's not a lot that I haven't seen. I mean, you are making a valid point from the perspective of how a game designer should be looking at a game. I just fundamentally disagree on whether or not the game writers accomplished it for many people. Most people that play the game are playing it for the whole system. Hey, congrats, father. Which pet did you end up using, or which Ash did you end up using? Was it Flo? Telu. What did I tell you? Talu's a beast, man. It's easy, easy, easy to heal. That's the beauty of Talu. He's easy to heal, and the boss is really good at just staying. Crafting exists, but it's not. You're right. The problem with crafting is that when most people play games that fit this sort of fantasy genre, what they expect to be able to do is to craft their weapons and armor and stuff, and that's not what's in the game. I mean, I use crafting to at least some degree, but now the question is, who do I use here? I think all right, I'm not going to use these this time. Let's see what I can do with her. I don't think it's that crafting was poorly executed. I think crafting was sort of minimal. Yeah, it's pots, but that's, yeah. And I think the real problem is the way they created the mechanics of the game make it so that the result, stuff like the fact that, you know, if you walk into a boss fight and you're like, well, I need sleep pots so that I can break waterfell. That's, you've broken a game down to a pure mechanic. And it's, you know, if you can, it's not as bad as this, but if you can close your eyes and just count and know, like, you know, for the next 4.5 minutes, I'm just going to go, you know, hold forward, press A, B, B, hold B, B, A, right? And you just, like, you have this set of things that you're doing. I think that's what gets, because then it's not hard. It's just a matter of, you know, holding up a series of motions and remembering what they are and hoping that you don't get some network lag that ultimately kills you in the game. Or some, you know, latency on the machine. Some of the best boss fights designed in any game were in EverQuest. The problem is that they just gave the bosses 1 billion hit points, and so some of the fights would take an hour. It's an hour of all the same thing the whole time, just a continuous hour of just doing exactly the same thing the whole time, which was complicated, but you more often died because one of your healers went link dead in the middle of a fight. Me? 55. All right. Let's see here. We want to have this ready, I think. Let's start here. Holy cow, she's getting butt handed to her.
You will rue this day.
Really?
Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh.
One thing that pisses me off about this fight is the fact that the only thing I can target is his head. That actually ticks me off.
You might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons! With every last drop of my being!
Ouch. Wing. Uh-oh. Yow, 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 yow. Ouch. Oh no. Oh, that made it that time. All my helpers dead? Oh, I'm toast. Oh, Jackson's got positive stuff to say. We just disagree on what we like about the game. Ah. Everyone's allowed to like different aspects. That's all good. Man, I am not liking this build for this fight. I also probably do better with fire. And I'm definitely not liking her. Got my buddy Telu. Got the Mimic. Mimic may do better. No, we're just... Jackson and I are just disagreeing on what we like about the game. In a relatively friendly way.
Hereby vow, you will rue this day. Behold, a true Drake warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh.
Uh-oh. Well, I think there's... Sure, that's true. Offering recommendations on how to do something different is an alteration from the idea, going back to what you were originally saying, Jackson, that it's the point of the game, right? The point of the game was to explore the world and see everything. I think that's what the developers would tell you, right? And in order to do that, you have to encounter everything that there is in the game. You know, the storyline's very simple. I generally like the lightning build. That's kind of one of my favorites. This fight is just terribly punishing, and I'm still warming up the morning. Or afternoon, as the case may be. Let me think about this for a minute. I also haven't done a caster side build in a while. And in fact, I'm actually going to get rid of that. I want... Maybe I don't even want that. I don't. I want my shield all the time. That should work. All right. Well, but I mean, it's very difficult, right? Until you get to very high in the game, where you switch over between, where you can actually do both caster and melee. Come on, really? See, that's just lame.
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true Drake warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh.
I hate the opening where it's just like immediate walk in, immediate fire. That's even worse than Radon. Lame. All right. Thank you, Preston's mission.
Hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true Drake warrior, and I, Egon, your fear.
That's crazy. Although now I'm wondering, maybe I should summon my Mimic with spells, come to think of it. That's just crazy. All right, never mind. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to summon him with spells. I should. I mean, it's not perfect, but I can only put 4 talismans on. Let's try this.
Day. Behold, a true Drake warrior, and I, Egon, your fear made flesh.
Oh. Alright, so I thought he was going to breathe. That's 100% my failing to see what he was going to do. Ah. Alright, that was just dumb. Fair enough. So the alternative would be if I go full defense, right? So I could go here, and now I should take less damage. Go...
I vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh. Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide with a hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being.
Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Can't get frosty on this guy. That's what's killing me. Ouch. Oh, it missed. Uh-oh. I didn't really build for it. I may switch to it. I've beaten him with Comet before. I was going with a Frosty build. Conveniently, the difference between Frosty and Comet's pretty small. There's not a lot, not a lot I need to change. But this is not, I actually don't like this fight very much. I think this and Radon are fights that are designed just to be incredibly punishing. They're not among my favorite fights. Still not enough. I need one more. So if we go with Comet, right? Yeah, true. So if we go with Comet, there's a few other changes. I need a different hat. I'll use a different staff, and I'll have a different physics setup. So if we do physic, we want this one. I know we did spells, sword chest. I want that. And for a hat, I want that. Now the catch is, I don't want to use this all the time. I only want to use it for Comet. Is that true? Yeah, I only want it for Comet. That hat. Now the catch is, do I go with the defensive stuff or do I go with the offensive. That's what gets me, right? The survivability with this is definitely much higher. You know what else I need? I'm going to need to do 2 more shifts. Flask. I'm going to need more blue. And I am going to switch to... This is actually a dangerous game. Wait, what was I thinking? Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this playthrough, he does so much damage. One touch and I'll be toast even with this armor. That's the catch. I mean, look, he's destroying... Oh, come on. So, there's something unique about this fight, and that is, every other fight when you walk in, you can summon immediately, but for some reason in this fight, you'll see that my character just starts looking like this. That's me trying to summon, and it's not summoning as if I'm not allowed to. So, that was awesome. Well, I'm okay with being attacked immediately. It sucks when he does the breath weapon. I'm okay with being attacked immediately. The problem is when I can't summon immediately. Suddenly now, all those times where I was able to summon, now suddenly he's jumping on me. Whatever. We'll get it. Ah. Damn. Never mind. No. This is what I should have been doing.
Hereby vow, you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh. Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons!
No!
With every
Damn it.
last drop of my being!
can't believe I missed that shot. Oh, through the walls even. Oh no! Forgot that second hit. So what gets me is I have one sort of nuclear shot, right? After that, it's whatever my FP bar is. All right. No. I thank you for asking, but no, I'm messing around. I mean, this is the whole point, is to have fun with the fight. That's kind of what I'm after anyway. Oh, really? Lame. I don't know, maybe I will go added damage. Oh boy. Lame.
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh no. No, I tried clicking. Oh, so for this storyline, it's actually the storyline for him is super short and simple. When you begin the approach to get to the area as a whole, there's a guy on the ground that's screaming, and you just kind of chat with him for a second, and then just keep coming to get here, and there's a fight where there's two drakes fighting each other, or one dragon, one drake, although they're basically the same skin. Once that fight's over, that guy Bale will be shouting about, you know, har har har, you're a true warrior, blah, whatever. And then you go talk to him, and then he'll give you the finger to summon him, and that's what'll put the yellow summon on the ground. I have no idea. That's definitely one that I could not help you with how you missed it. actually at one point in the past did the quest line. What the hell? Oh, there it is. You're welcome. Ah, come on. Alright, so I'm now at, like, much bigger risk of dying, honestly. Nope. Nope, nope. You're welcome. Yeah, I botched that. But you saw how much that one shot of Comet did to him. Okay. Let's see if I can get it right this time. Oh, I'm dead. Lame. The shield should be protecting me from that, and it does sometimes, which is lame. God. Alright, try this again. See if he doesn't immediately jump at me this time. Here we go. Go after them, big guy. What? I rolled that, you bastard. I like how my mimic is like this tiny little like damage with Comet. Good lord. This is nuts. Hey, thanks, Cheap Thrills. It's kind of where I'm functioning as Cheap Thrills. Why did you not just summon Bale? What happened?
I hereby vow you.
It rolled when it was just supposed to hold the shield. I think I know why. Hold on. That may be my bad. Seriously. Hold on. Okay. Wait. Wait. That's wrong. Oh, that actually explains something. Okay.
I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I
There we go.
Your fears made flesh. Solid of scale you might
What?
be, foul dragon,
Oh my god.
but I will riddle
Lame.
with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons!
God
With
bless.
every last drop of my being!
Right, that went badly. Yeah, Alright. Yeah. Hey, Austin Wood.
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon. Your fears made flesh. Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons! With every
No,
last
no, 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 no. Damn it. Damn it. He just, as soon as I get set up to cast that big giant damage spell, he immediately like spins or does something to get out of the way. Man, ugh. All right, we'll get it. I got to admit, this is not my way. The only fight I've ever done where using this was something that I thought was like pretty cool. This is just an opinion. Was Millennia, because I used this technique to one-shot her. Well, to kill her in one shot in phase 2. Before she got out of the flower, she was already dead.
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day.
What I want
Behold,
is for my
a
mimic to
true
stop following me
great
and fight him.
warrior, and
Because that's what I'm really trying to get at.
Your feet, solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons!
Damn.
With every last drop of my being!
Oh! No! Dang it. That was a mistake. Ha ha! It's not how I wanted to do it, but I'll take it.
Bale the Dread! You shall haunt me no longer!
Ugh. The one advantage are those long, slow sits when you actually get one. But with this staff, it eats so much FP. Alright. Oh. Alright. Now. I don't want this build anymore. Okay. Frosty that. Not even sure I want this anymore. Let me think. That should be amusing. And then... Do I even care about Egon? I don't care about Egon. how do we get to Darklight Catacombs? Is that through here? I want to go down to Crazy Town. This is one I rarely go here because yuck. Go to Fingers. Let's go to Fingers. I have two. The thing is, I've been having fun using the shield. It's kind of been my thing recently. Oh, hold on. I didn't fix my spells yet, did I? Let's do that. A little something to mix in. Why not? Oh, the only reason I have this seal at all is for the buffs. I'm going primarily with int. It's the level that I'm at.
Well, I am in. It is a inland.
My
so
int and faith are
forsaken
both
as
80.
these. Seeing that, allow me to the man, it is said, one's fate. I only wish to help, though I'm not miss. You are a.
All right, that puts me back over here. I don't think magic damage explicitly was. I haven't noticed. I mean, they nerf damage in general, but then they give you the things that buff it back. Is there some other thing that lowers it that I'm unaware of? Because like I said, I'm only using the seal this playthrough for buffing. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Oops. It is, well, yeah, I mean, that's a fair characterization. Part of the key is once you learn a couple of places that you have to go through, you kind of figure out then where to go. What they did was they made it 3D. So there are places where it looks like where you go under stuff. Well, this next area, for example, what they do is they have some mobs in this next place that are really frustrating. These, if you can imagine there being something more irritating than little finger dudes, I mean, hidden passages, they're just they're not hidden like invisible walls, right? They're just sort of hard to find. But yeah. Yeah, the finger areas are terrible. It's these stupid guys that they have. It's like, did you ever think that the little finger mobs would be the less irritating of a mob to deal with in any given area? Those crawly dudes are the ones that are the worst in my book. What? That is the worst. Thank you, Gun Eater. Yeah, it's that pink thing. I think that's the worst, personally. Dung Eater's a good buddy. Yeah, exactly. Literally, you do this. You can explore around. There are things. You get that. But there are things to do in the area. You know, so don't like mistake that. But for the most part, you do that. There are lootables around and all that. And then there's another area that's like this one, that's same thing, although there is one sort of mini boss in the next area that I'm going to. Although I may not have to. We need to see. Oh, yeah. I mean, in order to get to a boss fight, you use these areas, but...
Oh, there you are. The exalt gracious only you now. Think nothing of I have made a clue. I fear that the conceit is then the answer never was Marika, and this is no man. We have little. We studied this. Are you long ago? We too, is that not? And yet, ever he knew that it isn't tragic that he would feel come in the play. May the gleaming stars guide.
Now, I think I get one shot. I think. Yep. Let's see if I... I like how it's like, you examine. Poke. I really don't care about going to the second area. It's not why I'm doing it. Though... Oh. Shoot. I do not have the right. Dumb enough to let me build up on her. She is. I have... Alright, boy. I don't have the right physic for this, unfortunately. I really don't have the right physic for this. That's actually the big bummer. Oh, maybe I can't blow it yet. Yeah, I guess I have to do the second area in order to blow the trumpet. That's a bummer. Huh. Alright. Well, good to know. Yeah, I have to do the second. So the first one let me go down there, but I can't blow that one until the second one's been blown, which means I got to go to the other area. Blech. And I hate that area. That area is way worse. But now that I've been down there, I wonder what this guy says.
Did you espise? Well, put it out the stars, free your... Oh. May the gleamings...
Just checking something real quick.
Oh, hello.
Nope. Oh, well, we'll have a... I think this was the wrong one. It's okay. I'll switch. Yeah, it's the wrong one. I wanted to go to Hinterland. but... oh, not yet. Hold on. Okay. No, no, I'm saving Frenzy for last. Physic. Hold on. Never mind me being crazy. Here we go. Come on, Slim Jim. There he is. Go get him, Dung Eater. Ow. Oh, ow. No! That guy's range is crazy. Damn. Oop. No, Ronnie's Dark Moon's the way to go. In my humble opinion. Oh, Schneike. That should be enough. Ow. Oh. How many of those do I have now? I never use them, which is totally funny, I think. Crafting inventory. Oh, I can't store any of them? Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that. Aw. That makes me sad. Alright, that guy. Yeah. Well, Moon will also apply frost, right? So once you get frost applied, that also causes more damage. You just go. There he is. Ouch. Oh, how did that guy just miss? So this area is a decent farm, except it takes a lot longer than the shelf. Just rest, for crying out loud. Here, you can do this. I love that. Actually watching my runes because I'm close to a level. Really? I may... I'm gonna snag that level now. How much do I need? 150? 160? 130,000. I got that. I got that easy. It doesn't actually appeal to me. I do like playing. Like, I have a level 17 character now, but level level 1 runs. The problem is that although for the trash it can be kind of interesting, I think with the bosses it's not. Just an opinion though. Oof. Dung Eater's my helper. What? I'm rolling, it's just not doing it. It's crazy. That was nuts. It shouldn't be heavy roll. Wait, oh. My bad. That explains that. It wasn't supposed to be heavy roll. There we go. I didn't realize. Oh. Ow! There we go. Yeah, heavy roll is definitely harder than parrying. But I did not mean to be on heavy roll. Alright. So, I actually don't know a good way to do this. I think every method that I've ever tried to do this turns into a fiasco because I get absolutely smushed by these guys with the stupid orange rays. But I will make a shot at just trying to get past everything. Because all I'm trying to do is get to the center. I'm trying to get to about there. but I've never found a good path. I always end up encountering these guys, I get hit by the pink things, and then I just get stomped. If I can get far enough in, then I can summon a helper. Yep, just like that. And that was shot by a guy that was like a million miles away. Look at that. It's crazy. That guy right there. Somehow he shoots like a million miles. Ah. Back to heavy roll. Yeah. That's easy to fix. I mean, there's a reason that I carry the talisman. And I take extra damage. I'll have to be doing that. So, heavy roll is fixed. Here. No. Get off, get off. Jesus. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I was gonna say, where's Dung Eater? There he is. Oh, what did he drop? Oh, finger mimic. He walked right into it. It's funny. Yep. Yeah, this area is so frustrating. Alright. Back to this turkey. Now, finger baby. How am I fighting finger? Physic, damage, no, okay, do that. Sorry. No, I'm not going to do that. I will keep the rest of those. And no. Yes. And let's give that a try.
I heard enough. The star addressed to show. On the contrary, now, may you.
Wait, hold on, there's a third one? No. Did I forget there's a third one? Doesn't this guy need to move?
This evening. Do you recall it, Marika? Well, it is them. The fingers. We all anew. May you join the.
This is weird. There we go. I hate it when people put messages in places like that. Mother of fingers. Ow! Bitch! It's a hell of a time for a pause. Come on, cast. Cast. Alright, she walked into that one. To be fair, that was way easier than I thought it would be. She jumped right into me and then turned to Telu, which is why I use Telu, because Telu can take a beating, is super easy to heal. Alright, I gotta admit, I expected that fight to be way harder. Alright, and I gotta finish this piece up and then I'm gonna have to take off. Oh, hold on. ASPW.
You would abscond with it. The whole of Count Emir's wisdom. Undeserved littleness. Surrender to the night of your lives.
Ouch. Ouch.
Oh, my dear star, a fine mother, you will be.
My shining star, grant me a mother's strength. Look here at my fingers. I will be the true mother, and I will be the only mother.
Could you change the shield, please?
My dear child. My dear children. Forgive me, Yuri. Truly, I desired to be your mother.
Eesh. Evil bastard. Oh, well, thank you. And I'm going to call it there. I still have the madness area to head into, and then I will have touched most of the DLC. The non-dungeon stuff. I may actually go dungeon crawling again. I need some crafting stuff that I ran out of. But that will be for another time. Thank you, everyone, for being with me, watching, hanging out. That's cool. I appreciate it. And, oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate the gift. Have a happy new year. I hope everyone has awesome days. Like and follow, all the usual things. I try and answer questions and make things kind of interesting. And if you want to know about all-star cheerleading, I can probably tell you about that too. Anyway, I'm metal. I'll see y'all later.